Hello Leo, welcome to June and your love TarotScope. This is Teresa from Tarot by T, and I'm getting ready to do your reading. And before I do that, I want to ring the bells and create some sacred space. And I want to say thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel, and thank you for taking the time out to comment. I really appreciate it, and it's good to hear some feedback. And if you guys would like a private reading, you can just go to my website, tarotbyt.com. I have various prices for readings that are pretty reasonable. And I'd love to work with you. Okay, so let's see what's coming up for Leo for the month of June. What does Leo need to know about love and life for the month of June? We have a full moon in Sag, and we have a new moon in Cancer, which can be a new beginning for you in terms of taking care of your mental health. You might need some time out. You might need to be resting in the month of June and start, working on your inner self. Anything that's been holding you back from success. So what does Leo need to know about the month of June? What's coming up in love? Tower. The Sun. The Eight of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. The Ten of Pentacles. The Moon card. The Seven of Cups. The Page of Cups. And the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so thinking about the Tower, you're going through some major change. You're like reinventing yourself in June. The Tower is a freedom. It's a card of major change where you break down and rebuild. So you're rebuilding your life in some way. It could also mean changes within yourself, like physical changes, where you suddenly wake up and you say, you have a wake-up call, like I've got to make some changes. It could sometimes be a blow to your ego. Sometimes the Tower can mean, it's really like news comes out that shocks you, or truth surfaces. The truth comes out. In a relationship, you could be ending one situation and then starting a new one. Because you have the Sun here. This is what, the Tower represents major change. It can represent release from an oppressive situation. So if you've been feeling oppressed, the Tower frees you. Because whatever is destroyed, you have the chance to rebuild. You realize, like, I've been on the wrong path and now I want to get on the right one. Or I have to change my life, but it's going to involve like major change, like destroying everything and just starting over and rebuilding. So that's the energy of the Tower. But the good thing about the Tower is the truth is going to set you free. When you finally, wake up to the truth, you're not going to be wasting energy on anything that was false. And the Sun is really a guarantee that things are going to be okay, that no matter what you go through in June, it's going to end on a positive note. The Sun is, everything's, like if you've been struggling or if you've been worried or if you've been going through a difficult time, the Sun means it's going to be okay. The end is going to be fine. You're going to be fine. You might have been working on a project or a goal with the Eight of Pentacles. And and worried about financial security. So you might be working on something, putting energies towards something, but you hadn't seen results yet. The Eight of Pentacles is like, you're at the beginning stages, you're the apprentice, you're learning, you're experimenting, you're, learning a new career path. And it will show results, but not, while you're in this process of learning, you kind of have to pay your dues. You have to go through this process before you finally get to the payoff. And with the Four of Pentacles, that could be like controlling energy. On the one hand, it means, financial security. You're trying to hold on to your money. You're trying to get yourself in a situation that's more financially secure. It could also mean someone being trying to control things too much. Like you have to kind of let things flow. Don't feel like you have to do everything, or don't feel like you have to control every aspect of a project. You have to, let people help you, let people do their thing. So, and the Knight of Swords is in the future. That could represent sudden departure. You may decide, I'm out of here. Like you leave a relationship suddenly, or you leave a job suddenly, or you leave whatever situation that you suddenly just feel like, I just can't take anymore, I'm out of here. Because that's quick departure, quick energy. You want to make sure, though, that whatever decisions you're making, you're thinking about the consequences. Don't just react. Don't just jump into something without thinking, without planning. The Knight of Swords can represent someone that's an air sign. So in a relationship situation, you could be dealing with someone with this restless energy. That's an air sign. That would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And this person, as a person, the Knight of Swords is someone who's always wanting to fight. You feel like that they've got this like attitude going through life, like I have to fight my way through life. They're very opinionated, very argumentative. So you might be dealing with someone like that's fighting you on every turn. It could also represent someone who's a little bit insensitive. They don't really see how their actions affect others. And this could actually even be qualities within yourself. Sometimes the court cards can represent people, but they could also represent qualities within ourselves that we have to look at. So you have to ask yourself, have I been insensitive? Have I been doing things without thinking about whether or not I'm hurting other people or I'm offending other people? Like because you're focused on a goal, you're not really seeing anything but that goal. You're not seeing all these other people that you might be influencing with your hasty attitude or your hasty actions. So it's either a person that you're dealing with, or it could be qualities within yourself. The Ten of Pentacles, though, in the future is great for money. This is a wealth card. This is stability, setting up a home, feeling secure financially. So that's coming. And it may be sudden. Sometimes the Knight of Swords is like a sudden energy, so it may come out of the blue. You think everything's falling apart, and all of a sudden, wham, this like amazing thing happens, and now everything's fine, and you're okay. So, the Moon card, though, in your negative thinking sector, with the Moon card, you're not seeing things clearly. There could be confusion in your thinking, or you might be thinking, are people being honest with me? Are they trying to deceive me? I'm not really, you have to think, don't let your imagination run away with you. You might be like reading too much into things, or thinking people have an agenda when they don't. Because it's a card of imagination sometimes going overboard. So try to be realistic. Maybe you've been idealizing something, and with the Tower you might see the truth, and it could be shocking, because if you've been living in a dream world, the Tower will wake you up to reality. Especially with this full moon in Sagittarius. It's connected with Saturn. So Saturn usually brings the reality. If you're locked in a dream, Saturn will show you what's real. So things are coming to a head. With a full moon, full moons are culminations. And a lot of times secrets get revealed, or information that was hidden, which is represented by the moon, gets revealed. So the truth will come out, especially with the Tower. In your environment, you have the Seven of Cups. So there could be some confusion about your choices in the month of June. Like, you're not sure what direction to go in. You have a lot of different options and you're not sure what to pick. So you're kind of stuck in the choices, having to decide. But I feel like you're going to be... so you need to think clearly. You might even want to ask someone's opinion, so you can get another person's perspective, because I feel like your thinking has been a little bit fuzzy lately with the moon here. In your wish fulfillment, you have the Page of Cups. So that's a message of love. It could either be a message of love, it could represent a child who could be a water sign, or someone who's very sensitive, or it could mean like the birth of a project. So you're giving the birth to another, like a new creative project. It could be a new creative project that you're working on, or you're giving birth to, or it could be a message of love, that you get a message from someone, or you want to share your feelings about something with someone. You may feel like you want to tell someone how you feel. Maybe you feel you might eventually make a decision in a relationship. Maybe you've been trying to choose between different options, and then you finally make a decision. You want to tell someone, okay, I want you, or I'd like to take this relationship, to another level. With the Page of Pentacles, this is a card of it's the student card. It means that you're open to learning and you're open to the new. So maybe that you might be having to learn new things. So especially if you're taking your career in a different direction, you might be going back to school to learn new skills, or even if you're not going to an established school, you might be just taking some courses or taking some online training programs to just help you on your path. But whatever you're doing, you're working toward financial stability, because the 10 is the wealth card. So you're going to start seeing some financial reward in June, I think. And you're also going to have to be making some decisions. You're going to have to be making some choices. You can't be scattered in June. You can't be living in the dream. Like, you might be dreaming about your plans but not taking action. In June, you're going to have to take action. And you might be communicating more, because you have these two pages. So either that means there's children around you, you're either giving birth to a child or a new creative project, or there could be a new love and you're sharing your feelings with this person. Or you're taking a relationship to a new level. Maybe you're having a healing conversation with someone. Because you have, let's say, as a Leo, the Sagittarius moon is falling in your 5th house. So something, either a creative project or a romance, is coming to culmination. And you're seeing the reality. You're seeing the results of your hard work, for good or for bad. The reality is going to be there. And then you have the new moon in Cancer at the end of June, on the 23rd. And that could be a new beginning where you're working on yourself. Because it's in the 12th house of secrets. So, and also mental health, institutions, mental health, dark night of the soul, karma. The 12th house is whatever's hidden. So you might be maybe communicating what you've been going through psychologically to someone. So if you've been like keeping a secret about maybe you've been going through a difficult time mentally, struggling with some demons or whatever problems, and you've been keeping them hidden. With this new moon in Cancer, you can find a path toward healing, because this moon is connected to the wounded healer. So it might be like a new program, or a new beginning where you take better care of your mental health, or your better care of your health in general. So it looks good for Leo in June. You can work on solving even a past life problem or some kind of karma, you know, finishing up some old karma and starting new, you know, clearing out the karmic past. So there'll be some new beginnings in health, I think. Your health will be stronger. You might start a new health program or go for counseling. But in any case, and in career and relationship, you've got this Sun, which is a great card. That could be a marriage card, or it could just be meeting someone that you really get along well with, someone that makes you feel secure, someone that you want to share your, you want to share your feelings. It looks good for you in June, Leo. More money coming in. Just release your need to control, and don't do anything reckless. And don't with the moon. Don't let your imagination run away with you. Don't think like, oh, everybody's against me, or people are deceiving me. Don't go there. Just embrace the love that's around you. Embrace the wealth that's coming, and be open to hearing other people's point of views as well as your own. I think that June is going to be a month of communication for a lot of people. Healing communications, healing conversations that are going to help take you out of the dark night of the soul that you've been living in. So I hope this reading was a help to you, Leo, and I will talk to you again in July. Thank you. Bye now.